Here we are, back with our weekly Steelers game preview, which means I got some primetime Big Deke investments cooked up for you. But before we go forward, sometimes you have to take a step back, remember what was, learn from it. And last week in the Steelers-Dolphins game, it was pretty much a disaster for our picks. Tua didn't throw an interception, even though he tried his damnedest to. Pickett did not get 2 passing touchdowns. Najee Harris did not score a touchdown. Steelers lost the game. Minkah Fitzpatrick never got that revenge interception. Alex Highsmith, no sack. My 2 correct scores, 23-13 and 24-14, did not hit either. But somehow, when I woke up in the morning and logged into my account, I turned a profit. Started the week with $59.41. Look down and see not less than that, but actually more. $68.84. How is that possible? Well, don't forget it was National Tight Ends Day, so Muth did show out for his holiday, and we hit the small prop of his receiving yards over. But also, for the first time in Big Deke News history, the can't miss parlay didn't miss. Like, it's cool and all, making a little profit from my investments. I'm able to share the advice with you guys, but kind of like how the Rams were saying last year with their slogan, fuck them picks. I trade it all. I trade all the profits just for a Steelers dub. But here we are, on to week 8. First bet right off the bat, and I haven't even made this bet yet. I'm just letting you know once it becomes available, I'm locking it in. TJ Watt gets a sack. I don't even care about the snap counts, anything like that. You got to be some type of beta male if you're thinking TJ ain't making hay in his return in 2022. As you can tell, I'm feeling a little frisky for this game. We've been rolling with the Najee Harris anytime touchdown these last 2 games, and we're going to do it again this week. But we're not just saying an anytime touchdown. We're saying 2-2 gets the first one of the game. Odds are set at plus 1,100. Put $5 in to win 60. When the Steelers get the ball, I think in the first series, they're going to be coming out the gates like they did against the Bucs. But in particular, this one, they might be focused a little bit more on the running game. Either way, we're going to move the ball, get it to the red zone, and Najee Harris is obviously going to have an opportunity. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Matt Canada in some of these interviews. He's displaying some Big Deke energy. He's talking like he's Mad America. Kind of got me believing. But since we're talking Matt Canada, you guys got to let me know down in the comments. I saw this on social media, thought it was hilarious. Did you or anyone that you know pull off this look for Halloween? Now to the quarterbacks. Steelers, Kenny Pickett. I'm saying no picks. Plus 152 on the odds, $5 to win $12.60. I said on the podcast that I think Kenny keeps it clean in this one, so I'm just putting my money where my mouth is. But also, I think he just in general continues to build upon all the good stuff he's been doing these first 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, the accuracy's there, the decision-making's there. There's just been a hiccup or 2. And that Sunday Night Football experience, I feel like, will be a good learning experience for him going forward, especially seeing with how the defense is holding up and keep the team in the games, which makes ball security that much more important. And now to the Eagles quarterback, Jalen Hurts. I do think he tosses one to the Steelers. Minus 102, $5 to win $9.90. I do think the Steelers are going to be able to get some consistent pressure on Hurts whenever he drops back throughout the game. Now, he's been good about avoiding it. He can get outside the pocket and also get the ball out quickly. But there are going to be 1 or 2 times where we fluster him and he tosses one in the Steelers' direction. Not 4 or 5 like Tua. And you may be wondering then, what's the difference from last week to this week? Why all of a sudden are the Steelers going to be able to catch some of these interceptable passes? Well, I was thinking, and I don't think anyone has brought this up. Tua, he throws lefty. I think he's literally the only left-handed quarterback in the league. And it's not the best of excuses because they were right there. They were right in the breadbasket for our Steelers defensive backs. But maybe that's what it was. The lefty spin, the lefty spiral was a little bit confusing and disorienting. You're not used to it. Now we go to Jalen Hurts. He throws the ball righty. So there's absolutely no excuses this time. And I do think the Steelers are going to get 1 or 2 because we don't lead the league in interceptions. We're like in the top 3 or 4. And I think we actually capitalized this time. And it hit last week, so I think we're going to roll with it again. Pat Freiermuth over on the receiving yards prop. They got the line set at 37.5. Odds are minus 114, so I put $5 on that to win $9.39. How about this as a stat for you? 5 out of the 6 times this year, tight ends have hit over on 38 receiving yards against this Eagles defense. Freiermuth has continued to build rapport with Kenny as the season's gone on. There's no question about it. But in this game in particular, I think he's going to have to be one of the focuses in our passing game because they have James Bradbury when we're talking about the Eagles secondary. James Bradbury and Darius Slay on the outside, so we got to hit the middle of the field. Muth will be presumably matched up against the Eagles inside linebackers, who I think is one of their weaker units on the defense. So it's either you do that or you hit whoever Avonte Maddox is covering receiver-wise. Either way, Muth is going to get his targets, and I think he's going to make the most of it. And now for the big moment, the can't-miss parlay. It didn't miss last week, so let's see if we keep the streak rolling. The can't-miss parlay, for those of you that don't know, is essentially when you throw a bunch of picks together, they make up a parlay, you look at it afterwards and say, this can't miss. This one's a big one. We got the odds at plus 1,642. Pickett gets 200 plus on the passing. Najee 50 plus rushing yards. Pat Freiermuth 40 plus receiving yards. Over 7.5 points for the Steelers in the first half. Steelers plus 10.5. Pickens 40 plus receiving yards. All that, I put $5 on to win $87.13. And then, of course, our final bet. Steelers catch this dub. Money line, plus 370, $10 to win 47. This Eagles team ain't nothing the Steelers can't handle. We just got to be on our P's and Q's and execute. I mean, RPOs, motions, all that stuff, that's what the Eagles like to do. We saw it last week with the Dolphins. We took care of business there. Good, talented players at running back and also receivers. That's exactly what the Buccaneers had. And Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Leonard Fournette. We just got to do what we got to do. I'm not even going to front Larry Ogunjobi being out. That kind of sucks. On offense, it continues to get better with Pickett. The connection with these receivers with Pickens, Deontay Claypool, Pat Freiermuth, Najee Harris. The running game has been getting going slowly but surely. And Najee Harris even said this week, hey, man, there's some shit we got to take care of. And I think this is the week we take care of it. Matt Canada's talking big about this offense too, saying it's going to be explosive. So maybe this week is the week where it all comes together. I'm feeling it. I'm sticking with my score prediction, 21-17, Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me know what your guys' score predictions are down in the comments. If you have any other bold predictions, if you have any other bets that you're going to be making, also drop those in the comments. But yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed. Enjoy the game. Hope you guys enjoyed Halloween. Stay chilling. Peace.